Why is it not showing? Wah. Interesting. Let's do this. Let's see if we can quickly get this in here. Add, and it is video capture. Okay. That seems to be about as best as I can get it. Let us plug up our light here. Because it appears to be a wee dark right now. There we go. Now you guys can actually see me, which is a lot better. See if we can angle this down just a little bit. Bam! There, done. Ugh! Sorry, it's been so long since I've tried to do a live stream or any of that stuff, so it's been a little weird. It's been a while. Right now I am queued for a dungeon. We are working on a StamNecro, as you can see here. We are an orc necromancer. We are going stamina. When it comes to gear, I just have some nonsense. I don't have even have a belt on right now. Go ahead and eat that. Just get it out of the inventory. I will be doing some quests while we wait. As you can see, I did open up some chests and I got this really cool automaton looking thing out of it. I also got the transmog for my weapons. I just don't have it transmogged yet because this early on in the game it's kind of crazy to waste that amount of gold for it. There is a link in the description down below if you guys want to join me on Discord. So let's see here. I need to do some quests. But a lot of stuff that's gonna pop up is not stuff I want to do. Cause like, there we go. This is what I was trying to get. Dog. But a bunch of the stuff that you see up here that's a quest log is actually for your daily writs and stuff like that. So I want to pass on all that for now because this guy's not going to be a crafter.
Your interference will not be tolerated.
Oh, come on. But yeah, I'm just right now basically trying to level and get up XP for the different skill lines because I really don't know what kind of skills. Like I've looked up Outcast build, and again, he's one of the geniuses of ESO. I have his link also in the description, so if you guys want to check out his website to get a build that you want, I highly suggest that. Because it is phenomenal, just the amount of information he has. I mean, he's got it broke down to what food, what race, what spectral points or whatever you want to call them, champion points rather. He has it all broke down to where if you do everything he's got down to the smallest detail, including rotation, you're gonna do amazing on any character that you build. So I would suggest at least giving it a look. I know this game can be built and played however you want to play and build it, but I would suggest at least, I mean, at the very, very least, take a look at it, figure it out. Yeah, that's all Ritz, housing, PvP, housing. We'll go get the beggar's quest because we're going to end up doing it anyway.
The watch found her wherever. Can you believe it?
But yeah, these guys are phenomenal geniuses. Alcast and Kevdwit are two phenomenal geniuses at this game. So a lot of my builds actually come from what these guys do. I do have my own builds that I kind of looked at and went, okay, how do I want to play the game? And I think I did pretty good. I don't think I'm on the same level as those two, simply because I don't know how to do the back-end math for this game. But I do think I did a pretty decent job for both my stamina and my tank builds. I just like, I'll get your quest, but we're not doing it. Enter the Harbridge, back alley murder. There we go. I believe this is the quest that we want. But yeah, so I just don't know the back end math, so I really just don't know if what I did was good enough, per se. So, there we go.
We've got a lawbreaker here.
Uh-oh.
That scoundrel get away. God. Over here.
Alright. Let me wait for this.
You bunch of corset-wearing dog diddlers. We got a new piece of meat on the rack, fresh from the butcher's block. What do you say we show 'em a proper welcome to the club?
Here, here. I've got a proper welcome for them, right out in my breeches.
Might be that's a monster they could actually slay. Eh, Jolly?
Always the breaches. You lot should get out more. Besides, that's no proper welcome. I propose a toast.
Here, here. A toast.
A toast and a song.
Here, here.
To the new meat's mother. May she have many healthy children. Since this one's a goner.
To the new meat's lover, may their tears be few and silent, so I don't have to hear it when this one dies.
To the new meat's face. May it always bear a smile, so it doesn't look so ugly mounted on a pike.
The dance for this polymorph is so dumb.
Song to finish 'em off.
Who knows no fear of beast or blade?
Undaunted! Undaunted!
Who knows no fear of Daedric Plain?
We are undaunted! Who knows no fear of death, of age? Undaunted! Undaunted! We are undaunted!
Hope you enjoyed the show, friend. Do take pride in what we are. Ah, that's it. If you
Alright, there we go. That way we can really just start hammering out the Undaunted stuff. So, oop, still need to be in there.
Been discovered. Don't let them get
I sound like I weigh like 50,000 pounds. This is hilarious. Even when I'm in sneak, I still sound like hecka loud. It's awesome. I kind of like this polymorph. It's pretty legit. All right. The one house in the whole place that you can rob from without getting a bounty. And if you get lucky, you can actually get motifs and stuff out of this house. This is one of the few places, if you're going to go motive hunting, that I would suggest doing it. Because again, you get no bounty for it. It's not considered stealing. And you can loot a lot more than what I'm looting. I just loot the primary stuff.
Kill the intruder.
Now, I did go ahead and get the scythe ability for this guy. You don't really need it, especially if you've got somebody power leveling you and all you're wanting is to just make sure you hit the correct points. Then just get the skill lines that you really need. I went with this because I'm self-leveling. I don't have anybody that's going to power level this character. And even if I do, I kind of want to be a little bit tanky kind of early on. I did not want to try and power my way through it more or less as a squishy leather worker or leather wearer. So forgot to grab this guy's quest before we went into the bar. So now we'll go back into the bar. So there's a ton of quests right here in town. And the cool thing about getting these quests is that they actually, and we're almost level 15, which is awesome because we're going to get dual wield. But this town has a ton of quests that are just literally stacked on top of each other that allow you to do a bunch of stuff in town without ever leaving. And at the end of it, you get a skill point. So not only is it worth a ton of XP that you can do really quick, but you're getting a free skill point at the end of it.
What are you doing near that vine? You won't live to reveal our secret.
Right. So now we go turn this in. If you want another town that's got some really good quest lines, though they are spread out a lot more, and you're more into the whole murder thing, go to the Gold Coast, because they have the Dark Brotherhood quest line, and it is fantastic. It's an absolute amazing quest line to get into the Dark Brotherhood.
You found him. You found my wonderful little.
Yes, prosthetic camel toe. It is in fact possible to craft weapons in this game, though I don't think you would want to do that second comment, simply because that would probably get you banned, especially since you would have to mod the game for it.
Be wary.
And as of right now, they do not allow modding of this game.
Don't give me any trouble.
If you're wanting weapon crafting of that kind of nature, you'd probably want to go play like Grand Theft Auto 5 or something like that. Just a thought. Alright. We're actually almost done with the little side quest part of town. So he shows up.
It tore out Guillaume's throat and disappeared into the river. It was hideous.
I still think... yeah, not a problem. Prosthetic. Just some games do allow modding, so you can do things like that just to kind of make your own little story mode a little bit funnier. Elder Scrolls Online, though, just is not that kind of a game.
Your interference will not be tolerated.
They have not opened the game up really to a lot of modding. There are add-ons. There are mods that you can get for the game, but they are beneficial ones. For example, like the mini-map you see on my screen or my DPS meter, things like that. They're all beneficial mods. I have yet to see one that does anything like what you're talking about. So now, if you're really good with game codes and you want to attempt it, I'm sure you're more than welcome to go in and figure out the code and make a weapon look like that. Though that'd probably be something more along the lines of like Skyrim or something, but let's see here. So we are almost actually done with the main storyline for this town. We are attempting to save the king. Come on. All right.
Your king. Varric's already on his way to the castle. Your king is already dead.
That used to be random, so you'd sit here and you'd go through one or two boats before you'd even get that dialogue. And now it's basically every time you click a box, you get it. Probably because people complained about it taking so long to get that part of the quest done. I think using this polymorph with this mount actually makes it a cooler polymorph, because I'm a robot driving a robot. I think that's actually pretty entertaining. I wish I could change the color of this polymorph skin to be more gold, like what I'm driving, or to change my mount's skin tone so that it is more silver to match my polymorph, but tomato, tomato. All right. Come in here.
I will not. The dragon does not flee its lair. Coming for you. Wait, what was that? Death to the king.
So this is the one time you can come into the castle here and loot stuff, because once this quest is over, it actually considers it stealing after this. So
Get to the king.
boom.
Captain, this isn't easy for me to say, but I want to apologize for ignoring your warnings. It was nothing, my king. I apologize if I was impertinent in my duty. Not at all, Arisen. Rise, please. In service to Daggerfall, our friend here is to have any support the Watch or the Knights can provide.
Of course. We'll do whatever we can to help find Angoff and determine his motives. All of Daggerfall stands behind our hero.
Let's see here. It's finally getting too hot in here. What up, King?
It would seem. Oh yes, my friend.
Boom, there's level 15. We're going to pick the Prophet's Bow for our backhand weapon. So, this skill can actually stay there for now, and we are going to put this on here. We're going to put this on here, put this on here. So, even though this is our bow, we're putting one of each skill line that we're actively using every time. I'm not putting anything into light armor yet or heavy armor. Under World, we're not doing anything. Under Guild, until I get Trap Beast from the Fighters Guild, which I can easily level up here shortly. Not really doing anything there. We did again go Orc for this build, and the reason for that is because dungeon's ready. We get Craftsman, which increases our experience gains with heavy armor skills. We're not caring about that one, but our crafting inspiration is gained by 10%, so if I wanted to turn this guy into a crafter, it's easier. Brawny, increase max stamina. Unflinching Rage increases our max health, and we deal damage with a weapon ability. We heal for 175. This occurs every 4 seconds, which is really good. And then we have Swift Warrior, increases our weapon damage again, and reduces the cost of sprint by 4%, and our movement speed bonus of sprint is 3% better. So, sorry, so this is max health, this is weapon damage. So we're getting more health and more damage just by being an orc, which is awesome. And we run faster and use less stamina for running. That is worth 1,000 gold, so we will hold on to that. So we're actually getting some pretty good stuff just out of looting where I was at. So keep those two areas in mind. Where's our tank? Where's our tank? Doesn't look like we have a tank. So I have the most health out of anyone in this group, which is never a good sign when I'm not the tank. I have a guy with 18,000 health. He's definitely a mage since he's level 26. We have a CP 1480. Wow. With only 25k health.
What do we have? Oh, that is ordinary. Kind of chilies.
This should be entertaining.
By the Empyrean light, move faster. The more bones you find, the sooner we can all get out of this pit.
Just my luck. They would pair me with a slave driver like you. Why don't you pick up a
Justiciars,
shovel and
to
help me?
arms!
Near, 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 near.
You'll go no further.
Set it ablaze.
Boom. We're actually doing pretty good DPS in this dungeon. We're holding our own, which is good. All right. Already on to the first boss here.
We don't have time for this.
Ha. So this is actually... I need to change my spellcasting for my Hail of Arrows so I don't have to sit there and point click. I just click the button and it auto casts.
Let's take it apart.
All right. I mean, we're doing pretty good for not having a complete build yet. Are we top DPS yet? No, of course not. I don't have the gear or the setup for it, but are we killing it right now? Heck yeah. Am I running out of resources yet? No, because everything is dying fast enough. Ooh. Yeah.
Arnett will be pleased with his progress. New folks now.
Another big room fight.
I'll give you that. It's good work. If you want to make a stew, you must cut a few fish, no? Now come. Let us undo this altar.
Go for it. Ugh.
This one still feels a magic presence. There must be another altar.
Ooh, mini boss. Come on. I guess this is one direction to go so you don't have to fight another mini boss. Oh yeah. Alright. Last boss. Let's do this. What the? Somebody is in combat. Fillmore Graves. Which is actually a really cool name. Almost got boneyard.
You won't stop me. Come on. Bring it on.
Uh-oh. Lag!
It's not the end.
Alright, while we wait.
Orneth sold her soul completely. Valor will not be happy with this. Makara, look.
That's done.
The ritual is complete. See how the darkness gathers? Yes. Whatever Orneth unleashed.
Blade cloak now. Hidden blade's a little bit better.
Prepare yourselves.
Because it gives you brutality. I don't know why a lot of dual wielders don't use it. Scatter shot. We might get that. And we actually leveled up to 17.
Orneth would undo us all. This
Yeah.
is Makara.
Waiting on you to run back here so we can go somewhere.
No, you must go. Warn me.
Hammer, wall.
Quickly now. Makara can't hold this forever.
Help! Someone help me!
I'll get Tom.
There we go. Backslash. Hammer. Backslash. Hammer. Wall. I want to see what this does. That's how it hammers the wall. Interesting. How about hammer low? Same thing. Interesting. Alright, well, that completes that dungeon. So let us ungroup these guys. Leave group. Boom. It will eventually kick us out and we'll be back into town finishing our quest lines in town. And we'll queue for another dungeon. It's like really bright in my eyeball. I need to get a circle light, is what I need to get. I may see if Wish has any. Simply because I'm tired of having a bright light just right in my eyeball. Alright, so we need to turn in the back alley murders quest.
Look, it's the hero who saved King Casimir.
Keep forgetting that I can mount up. Lieutenant Dubois. If he would load up so I could talk to him. Hello, Lieutenant Dubois. Game, render faster.
I've never seen this either. I'd say we're
And there's level 18. Room to spare, housing brochure. And I know for a fact I have all of these now. Oop, out of inventory space. Big shocker there, destroy that. Bloop. What do you mean I don't have enough room? I just deleted stuff. Go ahead and destroy that as well. Now I should have plenty. Oh, because I'm getting that and this. Okay, so. Boom. Boom. So I think Scatter Shot would be a good one, but honestly, I think it's just Poison Arrow and Endless Hail that we need, along with the Morph Rapid Fire. Colossus can be upgraded. Pestilent deals disease damage, does more damage with each hit, or Final Smash stuns all enemies. Nah, I like this one. I am trying to get Skeletal Mage, which then I turn into Archer, which means I need to get to rank 30 ASAP. And since we're switching weapon classes, we can actually do that. That puts 2 of these spells on 1 bar.
The curfew has been lifted.
Let's see. When your Blast Bone, Skeletal Mage, or Spirit Mender dies, the cost of your next Blast Bone, Skeletal Mage, or Spirit Mender is reduced by 12%. That's actually really good. Increase your critical strike chance against enemies under 25% health by 5% for each Gravelord ability. Boom. That gives us 15% right there. Not really caring about that one. Here we go. While you have a negative effect on you, your healing done is increased by 4%. Meh. While you have a living death ability slotted, your critical strike chance with all healing abilities is increased by up to 10% in proportion to the severity of the target's wounds. So that's useless for us. Dual wields. I like that right there. Bow. Good there. Armor. Medium. Reduce the cost of sneak by 4%. Meh. Reduces the size of your detection aura So we don't really need this improved sneak because we're not a sneaky type person. Undaunted is now rank 2. We got Tangling Webs. We're trying to get those unlocked. What we really need to do is work on getting Fighters Guild leveled up. And the fastest way to do that is to actually do some grinding. So, as you can see, by the way, guys, I have cleared out this whole zone full of sky shards. I have also cleared Stras Mackay. It had 3 sky shards here, as well as Betnik had 3 sky shards here. I was, right before I started streaming, going to go through and start getting sky shards here. As you can see, I've already kind of started this process. What I was going to do is go all the way down to grab these, and then teleport back up here, run here, grab that one, and then just slowly make my way across the top and kind of loop back around to get into town, because I don't have Wayrest as a teleport, and that's really important that you get that, because that is one of the major cities of this game is Wayrest. So, ooh, looks like I have somebody at the door, guys. Give me just half a second. Alright. I am back. If my keyboard would cooperate with me, I could check something. Computer? What are you doing, computer? Okay, so we're coming up on an hour as is. Okay, so that was a dungeon. We got it completed. We actually leveled up a lot more than I thought I was going to, and I still have 6 skill points. It does say, according to this, and we are doing the stamina build, it really wants us to get the reason why I'm leaving it as the mana ability right now is simply because I'm not wasting a lot of stamina right now. Which is a primary ability of what I'm doing, and I don't really have a lot of stamina to be wasting, so let's see. So we completed these quest lines, so we actually need to, ooh, wait, it still says, oh, I know what that is, never mind. So the next quest that we would be doing would be going outside the city. So we're gonna go pick up this quest, and then I'm actually going to call it a day on this stream. I appreciate you guys stopping by and saying hello. I will be trying to get on a more regular basis, either streaming or uploading videos. I am going to be looking, as soon as this stream ends, I'm going to be looking at the new Borderlands game and seeing what classes have been released and what build, uh-oh. Lag! No! When I move faster than the ability the game has to render itself while recording. There we go. I am going to be looking at getting quest giver and a chest right here. Interesting. Right, I don't need that. Okay, so let's go pick up the quest from the guy right over here.
Did you hear about our friend?
Okay, so he actually sends us over here to this little town. This is actually one of the first places people will grind for XP. simply because there's a lot of stuff over here and it spawns relatively quickly. So, and there's that, which we will try and hit really quick if anybody else is over there doing it. Hopefully there are people doing it so that we can, because this guy's not able to solo that thing yet. So let me get over there. And yes, there is somebody at least attempting it. So the thing with dolmens is you want to be able to do a ton of AoE. The more you hit, the more XP you get. So if you are a stamina user, make sure you have a bow or skill lines that allow you to do just a lot of AoE damage. If you are a magic user and you have a staff equipped, make sure that you're using, oof, that hurt, that you are using your Destro elemental wall. And like that guy's actually using an ice staff because he's going a little tanky with that mage right now. So he's also a CP 754, so it's not like he really needed it.
Blade meld will go on as planned. You cannot stop it. May your soul burn.
Got him. And this right here is one of the fastest ways to, I like how that chest is floating, but that right there is one of the fastest ways to get your fighters skilled up. There are a couple other places you can go that will get it up pretty quickly, but that is, doing dolmen runs is the fastest. Plus you get XP and you're helping get your gear level or your skill levels up. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna call this video good, guys. I appreciate you again stopping by. All the information for the builds and stuff that I use in mine is listed down below. Again, I use Alcast's build because he's an absolute genius at this. My Discord is listed below, along with my website. And my shop for my merch store. So you can get really cool stuff that's like the phone case so that you can get my logo and stuff on it. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. This is Chris at Gibbs Gaming. And as always, as one, we rise stronger and wiser. Peace out, guys.